The family loves it. It's your home away from home. You bought the lake house to be a place where your family can get away and spend time together. Some of your family's best memories have been made there. Now your kids are grown and they come out to the lake house with their kids. Cousins get to grow up together and the family stays close. It's not cheap. It never has been, but it's worth it. But what will happen when you're gone? Sure, your kids will inherit the lake house, but who will pay the property taxes, or the insurance, or to get the roof replaced, or fix the retaining wall, or the lift in the boathouse? Will your kids be resentful of one another if one of them doesn't pitch in as much as the others? Transitioning a beloved family property from one generation to the next can be complicated because each of your kids are unique. They have different schedules, different priorities, and different incomes. What you don't want to happen is for a wonderful gift you've given them, with the intention of being a place that they will continue to remain a close family, to become a source of conflict that drives them apart. If this is something you worry about, we have a solution that may help. Here's an example of how it works. Robert and Mary are both 65 years old and have 3 boys. The boys grew up spending their weekends at the lake house skiing and getting thrown from the tube whenever Robert drove the boat. Robert and Mary purchased the lake house about 20 years ago and paid it off last year. The boys get along great and are all independent adults, but still spend as many weekends as possible out at the lake house. The oldest is a successful engineer who's married with 3 kids of his own. The middle son owns a small business that has recently started to turn a profit. He and his wife just had their first child last year. The youngest recently graduated from college, is still single, and is a teacher and football coach at a middle school. Robert and Mary love all their kids equally and want each of them to inherit equal portions of their estate, including the lake house. They know that each of their children cares about the lake house, but are likely to be in different financial situations. They don't want the lake house to be a source of conflict for financial reasons after they're gone, so they used a unique insurance policy to make sure that doesn't happen. Robert determined that $25,000 a year would be sufficient to cover all of the taxes, insurance, and maintenance expenses that will come up for the lake house. So he buys the life insurance policy on his life that, instead of paying out a lump sum at his death, will pay $25,000 per year for 30 years, guaranteed. He gets to pick the date of the payments as well, which he happens to make Christmas Day. Robert and Mary have made sure that, regardless of their kids' financial situation, they will have their lake house. A retreat where they can be together as a family and continue to build memories, at least for 30 years. After that, it'll be the grandkids' problem.